sermon today will come from Hebrew. Hebrews. Not Hebrew, Hebrews.
Amen.
Has an S on it. Chapter 4. Chapter 4. Verses 4 and 5. And then we'll go to chapter 5, verses 1 through 6. But I'm going to read today chapter 4, verses 1 through 7, and then I'm going to skip down to verses 11. If you have it, say amen. Hebrew, let's just get 4th chapter first. Hebrew 4th chapter. 4th chapter. And I'm going to go from verses 1 through verses 7. And I'm going to skip to verse 11. And then I'm going to go to chapter 5, verses 1 through verse 6. And I'm going to read from the King James Version. And it reads as, "Let us therefore fear lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest. Any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it." Verse 3 says, "For we which have believed do not enter the rest, into rest, as he said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the work were finished from the foundation of the world." And I focus 2 verses. "For he spoke in a certain place of the 7th day. On this wise, and God did rest the 7th day from all his works. And in the place again, if they shall enter into my rest." I mean, God awaits us. "Since, therefore, it remains that some must enter therein, and they to whom it was first preached enter not in because of unbelief." Talking about disobedience. Verse 7. "Again, he limited a certain day, saying in David, Today, after so long a time, as it is said, today if ye will hear his voice, harden not your heart."
Amen.
And I'm going to go ahead and do 8th verse. "For if Jesus had given them rest, then would he not afterward have spoken of another day?" And when we skip down to verse 11. "Let us labor therefore to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief." And let us go to chapter 5, verses 1 through 6. "For every high priest taken from among men is ordained for men in things pertaining to God, that he may offer both gifts and sacrifice for sin. Who can have compassion on the ignorant and on them that are out of the way, for that he himself also is compassed with infirmity? And by reason hereof as the people so called for himself to offer for sin. Verse 4, and no man taketh his honor unto himself, but he that is called of God, as was Abel. Verse 5, so also Christ glorified not himself to be made an high priest, but he that says unto him, thou art my son, today have I begotten thee. And verse 6, as he said it also to another place, thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. Hallelujah, Jesus. Amen. I raised the towel from the text. Entering God rest. Entering God rest. Entering God rest.
Amen.
Entering God rest. You know, I was thinking of what kind of story can I tell about this text. And my thought was when I was growing up, and a lot of people read this text, we can take this text two ways. We can take it personally, as what we should do, and we can take it from a God perspective as entering into his rest.
Amen. Amen.
And here's what I'm saying. I think about it personally, Sister Sammy, because I think about, we awoke as a child. We was always taught to not do anything on Sunday.
Amen.
Don't wash your car, don't play your card, and sometimes your mother's household, you couldn't watch much TV on Sunday. But we have to be careful about what our text is saying. We can look at it. We can look at it because it could be a road map. We can use this as a road map for ourselves. And what I mean about road map, a blueprint for how Jesus did it. He did the world in 6 days. He did the world and man, but man did everything. But on the 7th day he rests.
Yes. Amen.
And sometimes somebody say, well, Pastor, that text might not be saying it that way, but that's a good blueprint, because it's saying that when we do rest, we ought to rest in God.
Amen.
Whatever the day be, he give us 7 days. I think that we can work 6 days and rest 1 day.
Amen.
I'll think about that text. But I'm not too sure, because you remember they was asking Jesus, the Pharisees, they was talking to Jesus, and they said, well, you talk about the Sabbath day. Why you going around there preaching on the Sabbath day? Why you preaching on the Sabbath day, Brother McGinn? Why? And Jesus said, well, if you had one of your animals out there messed up, when you go sailing on the Sabbath day, would you gonna leave him out there?
Amen.
Amen.
So you can't tell me you can't. So I think the 7th day, I don't think it's really talking about it, but we can look at it as a blueprint that we should have at least a day with God. We should give him honor all 7 days.
Amen.
But we should have 1 day,
Yes.
I think, set aside just for him.
Amen.
Now let's look at the text. It says, let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us entering into his rest. He gave us a promise. You remember we talked about Jeremiah 31 before, and 31 through 32, I believe, 33, I think I got it right, 31 through 34, where we have God giving us a new covenant. He gave us a promise. He gave us a promise. If we do right, we can enter into his rest. Now that's the second part of the rest I'm talking about.
Amen.
Okay, so we're not talking about 7 days of rest. We're talking about God. He created the world in 6 days, and then he rested. And why you think he rested, Brother Cook? He waiting on us.
Amen.
He waiting on us. When you gonna get your life together? When you gonna stop sinning? When you gonna stop doing that and that. He's waiting on us.
Amen.
When you make up your mind, you're going to do it right. Let's look on at the text for a little bit more. It says, for unto us, verse 2, was the gospel preached as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. The word was there. The word is always there, but we weren't united. We're not united. You know that God has always, he still have preachers preaching it. He have evangelists teaching it. Have teachers teaching it. But sometimes, even back then, you see that the word wasn't heard. The word was preached, but they didn't hear it and they didn't obey the word. So we're looking at it. We're looking at it as we're looking at this. This is God rests. God, entering God rests. That's what this text is about. Entering God rests.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
When you enter God rest, you're going to have peace. You're not going to have craziness,
Amen.
foolishness. Entering God rest,
Amen.
you're going to have his love.
Amen.
Entering God rest, you're going to have his protection.
Yeah.
Entering God rest, you don't have to worry about the storm and the lightning and the rain.
Yeah.
Entering God rest.
Amen.
But he's just waiting on you. It's up to you. You can't get there by keep on sinning and acting a fool all day, every day.
Right, right.
You can't come to this rest that way. That's a requirement.
Yes.
Just like today, we're going to take this cup. We're going to repent. We're going to take this communion.
Amen.
That's we're making a new covenant with God. We're going to enter his rest.
Amen.
Then we look at it. Let's look at it a little bit more. So entering this rest means being united with Christ. So they wasn't united. Verse 3, for which we have believed do not enter the rest. Look now what it says. For we which have believed do not enter rest, as he said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if I shall enter into my rest, although the work were finished from the foundation of the world. You know what? I want you to look at this two ways. You can enter God rest now. He take care of you. But look, how about at the end of the journey? How about when you die?
Amen.
Yes. He said that might fit the text. When you die, you're going to enter this rest when you die. That's your final rest. That's eternity.
Yes.
But do you want to wait to the end before you get it right?
Amen. Amen.
Do you want to wait to the end before you enter this rest? Entering God rest. I had to get that out. Let me see, can I get some more here? It says, let's see here. I have sworn in my wrath, if thou shalt enter into my rest, although the work were finished from the foundation of the world. And then verse 4. Verse 4. For he spake in a certain place of the seventh day on this wise, and God did rest the seventh day from all his work. Rest. What does rest really? What am I really talking about? I'm talking about enjoyment. Enjoyment and peace of mind with God.
Amen.
If you ever know that, I'm gonna tell you something. If you don't be in God rest, things that start happening, things of the crazy stuff happening, you be acting foolish, you're a lot of killing because you're not in His rest. And I still like the text where it tells us we all did. I still like the part where I grew up and it said on the seventh day you should serve the Lord. It don't necessarily got to be on Sunday. Some religions, their Sundays is on Wednesdays. But you should have a day, some time set off to the side to give God glory and to thank Him.
Yes.
Is God good enough for
Yes,
you
he
to
is.
thank Him?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, thank you, Lord.
Good, good.
Thank you. Yes.
Do you want to be in rest with the Lord? You know, it's like being in His bosom. I mean, you can't do better. You can't have a better man to take care of you than the Lord Jesus Himself. God, entering God rest. And let me look, see, can I find something else in the text? It says, sin, it says, for the sake of certainty, in verse 4, for he spake in the sake of certainty of the seventh day, and God did rest the seventh day from all his work. It's done. Now I'm going to see what you all going to do. You know, God destroyed the world once.
Yes.
Because he looked out there and said, Brother McKinney, and I shouldn't name your name, but he said, I'm just giving you an example. He said, Brother McKinney, Sister, all y'all been sinning. I'm just tired of y'all. No, here's what I want you to do. I'm going to flood the world. But it was to the grace of Noah that we are saved,
Amen.
that we are still here.
Amen.
Because they wouldn't enter into this race. Wow. Let me see. It's a blessing. It says, verse 6 says, seeing therefore it remaineth that some must enter therein, and they to whom it was first preached entered not because of unbelief. Wow. When that first word was preached, they didn't believe it. You remember we talked about the covenant and the new covenant, we talked about it. The first time the word they didn't believe it, they was in disobedience. Because they was in disobedience, they couldn't enter into this rest. Let's remember the stone we talked about, the new covenant that was for us, and I think this instructor put this text together to back up. It comes back to back, and it kind of lasts all the way out, because this one comes just behind the new covenant. It's where there was a new covenant made. There was God said, look, I'm going to get rid of that old covenant that you used to have. And I'm going to give you a brand new one. Yeah. And this time I'm going to put it in your what? Your heart, mind, and your soul, so that you can remember it.
Yes.
So when you get it in your heart and your soul
Yeah.
and your mind, you'll remember it, and you can enter into God's rest.
Amen. Amen.
Hallelujah, God.
Yes.
I thank you, Lord.
Yes.
Amen.
Oh, my goodness. Let me see, can I get something else out here? Let me see a little thing. Let me go to chapter 5. It says, for every high priest taken from among men is ordained for man and things pertaining to God, that he may offer both gift and sacrifice. I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna be a little smart at it here and say, mind your own business. I'm gonna say, mind your own business. You know what I mean about mind your own business. Sometimes we look at the preacher. I don't like the way he preached. I don't think he preached the word. Well, you could have went to Sunday school. You would have went to Bible study and learned the word. But anyway, you are not the one that take care of his. Mind your own business.
Amen.
God appoint and ordain the priest, and he'll remove them. Don't y'all remember Aaron brothers? They were supposed to be bringing sacrifice they were supposed to be bringing sacrifice for the people, and they were supposed to be burning the fat off. Before the fat got burned off, they snatched it away from the fire. Give it to me. I want it right now. And God killed them. He got rid of it. God take care of his own.
Yes, he will. Amen.
How then can we get into his rest? He said, who can have compassion on the ignorant? Just look at that part. Who can have compassion on the ignorant and on them that are out of the way? For he himself also compassed with infirmity. And by reason hereof, he ought as the peoples, so also for himself, to offer for his sins. That's what you priests do. That's what your preacher did. He preached the word for you. God ordained him to give you the word. So when you can't get down there when like the rich man, Elijah and the rich man say, hey, I didn't know it, go back and tell somebody up there. When you're dead, you're gone. Can't get it addressed then. You should have did it while you was alive.
Amen.
See also, verse 5, I like this one. I did two outside verses. 1 Samuel, I'm talking about mind your own business. 1 Samuel chapter 2, verses 12 through 15 and verses 34 through 35. Y'all will go to me. 1 Samuel chapter 2. 1 Samuel chapter 2. Verses 12 through 15. I want y'all to get this when I was talking about Elijah. 1 Samuel chapter 2, 12 through 15 says, now the son of Eli were sons of Bela, and they knew not the Lord. They were wicked men. And the priest's custom with the people that was that any man offer sacrifice, the priest's servant came while the flesh was seasoned and with a flesh hook of 3 teeth in his hand. And he struck it and he struck it into the pan or the kettle of carbon pot. All that flesh hook had brought up was the priest took him by himself. So they did not. They did in shadow unto all the Israelites that came there. Also, before they burnt the fat, the priest's servant came and said to the man that sacrificed, give flesh to the roast for the priest, for he will not have sodden flesh of thee, but raw. So the priest, he was supposed to have been sacrificed. Regular sacrifice for the people to the Lord. But he ate it before it came. My goodness. And then 34. And then at 34 says, and this shall be a sign unto thee, that shall come upon thy 2 sons, on Hophni and Phinehas. And one day that they shall die, both of them. And I will raise me a faithful priest.
Yes.
God will take care of his priest. You don't have to worry about it. Being in God's rest. God assign your priest. He assign your preacher. He's assigned evangelist.
Yes.
God take care of you. But for us, and how do we get in God's rest? We get in God's rest by being obedient, listening to the word and obeying his command.
Yes.
Amen.
We can be in this rest. It don't matter what, if you take a day, it's the 7th day, whatever day you take to serve the Lord, we should be serving him all days.
Amen.
We should give him honor and give him thanks.
Amen.
And we give him honor and give him thanks and take care and abide in his command, we will have rest in the Lord.
Yes. Amen.
I'm telling you, as we come up to Lent season, I want to be in rest. I don't mind celebrating Christ down on the cross. I don't mind trying to understand why he died. Because he died for our sin. He died so we can have rest in him. I don't mind being part of the Lord.
Amen.
I don't mind being one of his ordained. I don't mind being a priest. I don't mind being a teacher. I don't mind teaching someone that here's how you need to get in God's rest. You need to obey this command.
Amen.
And into God's rest is the most humble thing you can have. God was so honored to go to the cross and to die on the cross for you and I. He stayed on that cross all day Friday, all day Saturday, Sunday, early. He stayed in the grave. Oh, I got that just a little bit back. He was taken off the grave and he was stayed in the grave all day Friday, all day Saturday, early Sunday morning. He rose for all of us.
Amen. Praise.
And guess what we gonna be? And we just have faith and trust in him. We are in his rest.
Yes. Amen.
Don't wait till the last minute. Don't wait like the rich man, Elijah and the rich man. Don't wait till the last minute and say, well, I can go tell somebody else. Because it's going to be late. Too late.
Yes.
And God rest. Enter in his rest. Oh, God is so good. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Father.
I pray that you enter into his rest today. In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Amen. Praise.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.